You're not going to get a ton of pushback. You have an injured average quarterback in a division with Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow both getting better by the minute.
Odell Beckham Jr. got to get the hell up out of here. The Browns haven't done a damn thing yet. Nothing.
They will look back and say, we were right there.
Do I believe in Baker? No. Do I believe in the Browns? No.
Touchdown! Odell Beckham Jr. by Myles Garrett. Chubb, he's over 1,000 and drives in for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt.
Their defense is trash.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Sunday Showdown, a podcast presented to you by the Fifth Quarter. And coming off a very nice W, very scary W, very ugly, not pretty, but it's a W. So with that being said, let's jump right into it, talk about the question of the week. Sean posted, which aspect of the Steelers' offense should the Browns focus the most on shutting down this week? 4% of the people said Big Ben. He's shutting himself down, so I don't really
they had to been told, or they clicked the wrong button.
Yeah, 56% of the people said Najee Harris, and 40% of the people said Claypool and Deontay Johnson. I think I picked Najee Harris just because that's like their go-to guy, really. Because I mean, Juju shit poopster. He's hurt, so he's not playing. And Big Ben's not throwing the deep ball. He can't throw the ball more than 10 yards, so his best bet is short dumps to Najee Harris or them running the ball. So I think if we shut down Najee Harris, it's a route to victory. So yeah, I think the biggest thing the Browns should focus on this week, like I said, is Najee Harris. Big Ben is dumpster juice, and I'm not really worried about. I don't want to say I'm not really worried, but to me, Najee Harris is more of a threat than Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson, if you ask me.
Yeah. See, I actually picked Claypool and Johnson, not because I don't think Najee Harris is good. It's just the Steelers' offensive line is so bad that I don't really see Najee Harris being able to get out in space and things like that. The offensive line is like one of the worst in the NFL. So on paper, our defensive line should really have no issue kind of shedding blocks and kind of keeping him contained. Absolutely, in the pass game, he does catch a lot of short passes and can kind of get out on the edge. But I think Claypool and Johnson, they're such big play guys that, we get him at 3rd and 8, 39, and Big Ben heaves it up to, 30 yards downfield, and Claypool, they have the capability of coming down with passes like that, and they've done it in the past, and they've done it this season. So I think if you shut down those two guys or one of the two, I mean, Ebron's out, Juju Smith-Schuster's out. We know Big Ben doesn't really throw deep a lot, but he can hit those two guys, like I said. And if you take those two guys out of the equation, they really have no other game plan because, like I said, their offensive line is so bad that Najee Harris isn't – I mean, their offensive line is not just going to come out one week and play out of their minds against one of the best defensive fronts in football. I think that's very unlikely. So we'll see.
I don't know, man. They're leading – their leading like targeted receiver, I'm pretty sure, is Najee Harris.
Oh, word.
I don't know. I'd have to look at a different website on my phone. It looks like it could be Deontay Johnson, but I don't know. I mean, there was a game against Cincinnati where he was targeted. Najee Harris was targeted 19 times out of the backfield.
God damn.
19 times.
I'd rather take like a 2-yard catch from Najee Harris than a 25-yard catch from Chase Claypool.
True. You're right. You're right. That makes sense. So, I don't know. That being said, let's move on. Do a little recap. I know it's been a while since the Browns played. It feels like forever ago. It was crazy because the Browns were – my son was born literally during the Browns game. It was fucking lit. What a fashion to have a son born. Like, that's something to talk about for like the rest of your life. So that's pretty cool as being like a huge Browns fan. So yeah, I got to watch the game on the hospital TV while my wife was pushing. And yeah, it's pretty fucking lit. So with that being said, I got the stats up. Browns won 17-14. We weren't supposed to win this game. Let's be real here. But, and man, it's crazy because I called the Dearness Johnson show. I called, and I've said it multiple times, I've called the Case Keenum show. Just if there's anybody that I feel comfortable coming in, if Baker Mayfield gets hurt, it's Case Keenum. You can book it. You can go back and listen to past episodes. I don't know which one, so don't ask me which one, but I've said it. I know for sure I've said it, that it's Case Keenum, and I'm comfortable. And the thing about Case Keenum is he didn't come in and play amazing. He controlled the game. He did what he had to do. You know what I mean? So I was happy about that. 21 of 33, 199 yards, 1 touchdown, no turnovers, was sacked once. Offensive line played very good. Granted, Von Miller did get hurt. I don't know when he got hurt, though. I don't know if it was in the second half or when, but offensive line played good. Dearness Johnson, holy fuck. 22 rushes, 146 yards, 1 touchdown. Out of the backfield, he had 2 catches for 22 yards. I mean, what more can you ask for on a third string back? Seriously. I mean, the guy played amazing. He showed up. Just like I said, he's a hard runner, really, really grit, and he really showed that. And it makes you wonder, do the Browns rotate in Dearness Johnson into a 3-headed monster with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt when Kareem Hunt gets back? You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, if they can figure out a way to do that, how the hell do you stop that?
I mean, he was.
People can barely stop Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb as it is.
He was electric, and it was crazy to think that, like, they were talking about 3 years ago, he was on a fishing boat to make money. Yeah. Instagram DMing people for a tryout on like semi-pro like football teams.
AAF.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then he has his first start, and it's electric. And I don't know, man. Like I said, we weren't supposed to win this game. Starting quarterback out, and
both running backs out.
Running back 1 and 1A out. You're going with a third string running back.
Jarvis was banged up. Odell was banged up.
I mean, we were not supposed to win this game. And the Browns came, defense played pretty good. What's his name? John Johnson had a pick. So I don't remember that pick. How was that? Was that in the end zone?
Yeah, they threw like a 40-yard pass, and he just backpedaled and cut off their receiver.
Yeah, Anthony Walker had a big game, 10 tackles, 7 solo tackles. Tack McKinley, he didn't play good.
I think Clowney was out too, wasn't he?
No, Clowney played. He had half a sack. Myles Garrett had a sack and a half. Defense just played good. You know what I mean? They didn't play great. I think they played okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they watching the game, it looked like they simplified a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw them bring some pressure, but we didn't see guys kind of dazed and confused like we've seen in previous weeks where they're looking around at each other like, whose guy is that?
Right.
I know Cortland Sutton had 5 catches for 68 yards, but I mean, he's a good receiver. We know Teddy Bridgewater's always been pretty average. He doesn't normally turn the ball over. He's kind of known for that. We were able to get him to turn the ball over there. I think they kind of kept everything simplified, offense and defense. They didn't really show us a lot on offense. Times Keenum tried to, get the ball downfield to Odell. Clearly, we know he doesn't have the arm strength that Baker does, but it seemed like they really didn't break a lot out as far as the big play actions, the trick plays, things like that. They kind of kept it simple. They knew they could win this game if everyone did their jobs, and they did just that. If
they just controlled the game. And That's what they did. That's what they did.
I mean, granted, they probably didn't expect Johnson to run for 150 yards, which was just a bonus. Not saying he's not capable of it.
Right.
I knew he'd do well. I didn't think he'd go that crazy.
Hey, neither did I. I mean, I said he was a hard runner because he's a hard runner. Did I expect him to get a touchdown? Sure. You know what I mean? But did I expect him to rush for 150 yards, averaging 6 yards a carry? No. I didn't expect him to play like Nick Chubb. You know what I mean? So, I mean, he's the reason we won the football game. He controlled. I know I said Case Keenum controlled the offense because he did in terms of handling the ball and you know, throwing passes. But when it comes down to it, the reason we won the game is because they couldn't stop the run with Dearness Johnson. So,
Oh no, dude! The very last offensive snap we had was 3rd and 7, and they handed it off, and he got 9 yards.
and slid.
You know,
It's when he slid, right? Instead of going in for the
yeah,
touchdown.
he went down.
Yeah.
No, I think it was on like the 10-yard line, but yeah, he went down.
Yeah.
And they just ran the clock. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it was 3rd and 7. Dearness Johnson rushed to the left for 8 yards, and he just gave himself up. And then we took a knee, and then that was it. So, Jarvis Landry came back this week too. That's one thing we didn't really talk about. And then didn't he get banged up too? He like limped off the field.
He came back in the game after that though.
Yeah, and Stefanski said that he would be fine this week, but he had 5 catches, 37 yards. I mean, I didn't expect any receiver to really have big games because it's Case Keenum. You know what I mean? He's not like a gunslinger. I don't want to say he doesn't have a lot of reps with these. Doesn't have a lot of reps with these guys, but I wasn't expecting like a Jarvis Landry 100-yard 5 or 8 reception game. So right. I think Jarvis will have a big game this week. I think our receivers will have a big game this week. With that being said, Browns versus Steelers, Halloween day. It's getting real spooky for these fucking Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Hashtag cue the John Cena music. Your time is up. My time is now. That's all I got to say, baby. So we were trick-or-treating today, and we went to this guy's house, and he had like these Browns, decorations and shit like that. And he was like, "Oh, Big Ben's gonna rest in peace tomorrow," or just all this other shit. And I was getting hyped for the game because I'm like, yikes, So, yeah, Browns versus Steelers tomorrow. Baker Mayfield's playing. Nick Chubb is playing. Odell Beckham is playing. Correct?
Yeah, he's playing.
Mm-hmm. And Jarvis is playing. So, I think the Browns come out, get the ball first. Hopefully we get the ball first and just run it down their fucking mouth. Excuse my language, but the Steelers don't defend the rush well. Browns are first in the league in rushing the ball, so why don't we run the ball? You know what I mean? 3rd in sacks. I want to see the Browns bang up Big Ben. Don't want to see Big Ben get hurt.
You have to. I mean, you have to. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but to build to counter your point, he can't move. Yeah. So he's not Teddy B. He's not Kyler Murray. He's not Lamar. He's not even Joe Burrow. He can't move. He has no mobility left. So you get in his face, he can't get around you. Right. So that should be the defensive game plan: is pressure Big Ben, because 1, we know he can't throw the ball deep, and 2, he can't move. So you get in his face, he's not going to break the tackle. We've seen him, that play where he got tackled by a ghost and completed a 2-yard pass. That the one where he was falling down the backfield. That's who he is now. That's what he does. The offensive line is not good. There's no excuse to why this isn't a game where Joe Woods goes, okay, we're opening the floodgates, we're sending everybody. Yeah. I mean, yeah, will he probably get Claypool, Deontay Johnson, a time or 2 here and there on a decent sized pass? Probably, but get in his face, don't let him sit back there and let Johnson and Claypool go 30, 40 yards down the field and nobody's covering him. You know what I mean? Like, he probably doesn't have the arm strength to even get it that far, but still.
Yeah, man. I was just looking at the Browns injury report for this week. Denzel Ward's out. I didn't know if you knew that.
Yep.
Donovan Peoples-Jones is out. Jadeveon Clowney's questionable. Interesting.
I heard he's playing though.
Takk McKinley's questionable too. So interesting. But yeah, I think we got to come out. Man, I want to see some blitzes. You know what I mean? Let's see that
Right out of the
that
gate.
that greedy. That blitz with greedy, or send Del
Dump it.
Pitt. Somebody. I think that'll be Big Ben's. I don't want to say Big Ben's in for a shitty day, because we said the same thing last year and they came out and beat the shit out of us the first game.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think offensively, like you said, you have to obviously establish the run. And I think the Steelers know that that's what we're going to do. But I'm kind of excited to see Baker this week, dude. I mean, we knew he was questionable coming into the game, I think, all week long. I think even back to last Thursday, they knew he was going to play this week. I think they just kept him out as a precaution because they knew we could win the game without him. But watching him throw the ball in practice this week and kind of walk around with that swagger, and he's got that stride, I think we're in for a good day for Baker. It seems like kind of the odds are stacked against him as far as he's hurt. He's been playing average. No one expects anything from him this week. That's kind of when Baker shines. I mean, no one's expecting him to come out and throw the ball accurately with the shoulder harness, whatever, throw the ball deep, because the harness is, I saw a bunch of Twitter doctors saying this week that he's tucking his arm too much, so he's not going to be able to get the ball down the field and all this stuff. And I'm like, don't be surprised if we, first drive of the game, break out a big play action just to get his confidence up, just to get it in his head. He goes, okay, I can make this throw,
Yeah. No,
So
for sure.
I could see him taking some chances this week for sure.
I want to see fucking first drive, just a play action bomb. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And this is the first game this year that we have had Jarvis and Odell. Think about that. With Baker, because they both played last week with Baker. So I don't know, man.
Yeah,
We could
you're right.
finally see this offense. And Higgins is going to be starting in the slot because DPJ is out. You got all three. I mean, Higgins, we know what he can do with Baker. So you got three guys who Baker can hit. We got Jarvis for the short range. We got those tight ends, dude. I don't know, man. I'm expecting a good day.
How's the Steelers
I may eat my
secondary?
words, but what?
How's the Steelers secondary?
I mean, Minka Fitzpatrick is literally ranked like fourth to last. He's got a PFF grade of 39.
I remember when they got him last year.
And I mean, he's great. He's a good safety, but he's not playing like it. I've seen a bunch of replays where he's whiffing tackles and not covering deep guys, and he's standing there like with his arms up, like what the heck, or missing big plays. He missed one against the Raiders that they lost. So their defense of secondary is definitely exploitable.
Yeah. Speaking of secondary, I'm excited to see how we match up.
Yeah.
Greg Newsome and Greedy Williams. See how they match up.
Dude, Greedy's been playing good.
Yeah, he has. I'm
You
glad
know,
that
when I
he's
saw
playing
like
this year.
5 weeks ago, if Denzel was out and it was like, oh great, now we got to start Greedy. But now it's like, nice, we get to start Greedy. Like he's been playing really well. In big spots.
Yeah, this will be. I don't want to say this is like a good matchup for him because it's Big Ben. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's Big Ben.
Right.
And you got to give him. You
can't let a guy like Big Ben beat you deep. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have the arm strength, but if a guy's wide open, he's probably gonna hit him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, you have to give him some props. You know what I mean when it comes down to it, because he is a great quarterback. But he is banged up. But you can't go into this game, with the mindset of, oh, Big Ben's banged up, like this is easy. You know what I mean? Because they'll come out and surprise you. So. Yeah. With that being said, let's talk about the trade deadline. Trade deadline's coming up. What is that? Tuesday?
Yep.
I think it's Tuesday. Interesting to see what happens around the league. Interesting to see what happens to Deshaun. Last name redacted. I wasn't going to mention his last name. Interesting to see what happens with him. I don't want to give him too much shine, but I seen that the Panthers, we talked about this in the group chat. Panthers were considering giving up 3 picks and Christian McCaffrey for Deshaun Watson. It's interesting.
And I bet Darnold would probably be in that too.
All I'm gonna say is that's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting.
Very, very interesting. Did you see the Dolphins coach press conference?
No, what do you say?
They asked him about, Deshaun Watson, obviously. And, he basically said, Tua is our quarterback, Tua is our quarterback, Tua is our quarterback. So then the guy followed it up with, do you pay attention to the rumors, blah, 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 blah. He just kept saying that Tua was a quarterback. Well, then I saw a tweet that in the same situation when they had Josh Rosen, they asked him, hey, are you going to trade for, I don't even remember who the quarterback was, might have Ryan Fitzpatrick, I don't know. And he kept saying, no, Rosen's our guy, Rosen's our guy, Rosen's our guy. Well, then, like midway through one of the games, they benched Rosen, and then he was benched for the very next week. So basically what they were saying is he's not very honest with those type of press conference. He just kind of tells people what they want to hear. So I could see him making a move for redacted.
Anyway, we could talk about moves that the Browns should make or could make if they make any. Let me see. So Brandon Cooks. Depending on what they want for Brandon Cooks.
It can't be a lot.
No.
I would say if the Texans, they're going to want draft picks, obviously. I don't think we'd have to give up anybody. I'd say 3rd or 4th rounder maybe. Do I think we need them? No.
Would it be overkill? Yes.
I think it would. I think, when you bring in someone like that mid-season, it's kind of a slap in the face to like Jarvis and Odell, because you're basically telling them, hey, we don't know if we want to keep you next year. Right. And Brandon Cooks he's not a number 3. He's been playing like a number 1 in Houston. Granted, they have nobody else, but if he can catch passes from fucking Davis Mills and shines, he's like a number 2. He's a quick guy. He's a burner. He can get open. I don't really think we need that because we already have it with Odell. As long as him and Baker start to click, we know we have that with Jarvis guaranteed. Our tight ends are kind of that mid-range. We don't really need a guy like that. It's fun to talk about and things like that, but I don't see it.
So how do you feel about Deshaun Jackson?
Same thing, dude. I mean, he's worse than Brandon Cooks. I mean, he's at the end of his career. He's still fast. Yeah. I get that, but if you want a fast guy, we already have that with Schwartz. Yeah. I mean, why give up something for a guy who's past his prime? I think you're giving up more value than you're getting because you're not going to get him the ball a ton. So, like, I don't know.
Said he wanted to go to a team where he's going to be involved more.
And he wouldn't be involved more here. He just wouldn't.
Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. I don't think I would involve him over like Hollywood Higgins.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Even DPJ, no way.
Yeah, I mean, he would come ahead of Schwartz.
Maybe Schwartz. Yeah, he'd probably be the 5th guy. Maybe he could have return kicks. I don't know, but
yeah, you got. I mean, it's rough because you got Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods, who are,
Ben Jefferson.
Yeah, and Cooper Kupp is the leading receiver in the NFL, and then you have Higbee, who is their go-to tight end, and then Sony Michel, who was catching balls out of the backfield. Not really sure how well Darrell Henderson is. Is he more of a passing back too? Not sure.
He can do both. I mean, he's improved over the years. So like, some of those targets that Deshaun Jackson would probably get now are probably going to Henderson, and other like Van Jefferson too. So he started out the year with like 2 catches, 3 catches a game, and it seems like each week he's catching the ball more and more.
It's like if you want to be involved more, you're going to a team that's not
has nobody
contender worthy. You know what I'm saying? Because think of like big contenders, they got guys already. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo, they got guys. Tennessee, hell, the Chargers. You know what I mean?
The Bucks.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, Kansas City, they got 3-4 good people. Dallas. I mean,
maybe I could see Deshaun Jackson going somewhere like Green Bay. If he does go to a contender, only because MVS has been hurt all year. He's been on the IR. Lazard's not really a burner. You know.
I mean, Randall Cobb just had a massive game. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you're
but
still
he's
going to be
old.
the.
I mean, he's slow.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's not
but
going to be.
you're going to still
He
be
could
a
be on the
third
field
option.
more.
You'd be a fourth
Yeah, he
option if
may.
Tunyon didn't
Yeah,
just tear his ACL.
yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Yeah, he'll go to like the Texans or Jets or Jaguars or something like that if he wants to be number 1 or number 2.
Yes. Send him to the Saints.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, Thomas is coming back. You
Yeah,
know, they
but
still have Marquez Callaway, who's their fast guy, their burner.
yeah, I keep thinking Deshaun Watson is washed, and I don't mean that in a bad way. He's just at the end of his career.
Watson?
Deshaun Watson, my bad. Deshaun Jackson.
Oh,
Deshaun Watson is washed too. He's gonna be washed in prison.
yikes.
But yeah, Deshaun Jackson is washed too, and I don't mean that in a bad way. He's just at the end of his career. It is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
So you're gonna. Can you stay healthy too? He was hurt a lot last year. You know.
Yeah, I mean, he's
so
old, man. Like.
Yeah. I don't know. Kyle Fuller, cornerback.
Now,
Who
this
is
is
this
an
guy?
interesting one.
I don't even
Kyle
know who
Fuller.
this guy is.
Let me look him up. He was on the Bears when the Bears were when their defense was stellar. He plays for Denver now, but I honestly wouldn't mind him because I'm not sold that the Browns should extend Denzel Ward. To be honest with you, and Greedy's
About
been
who we
playing
just
pretty
drafted.
good. Yeah, I mean, Greg Newsome could easily slide into the 1 role. Greedy, if he
Now-
keeps playing like he is this year, he'll be number 2.
If Denzel plays, or if Denzel takes or like a year extension, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
you know.
You bring in Kyle Fuller. I mean, you're not missing much. I don't think you'll have to give up a lot either. So, you know, we know our
Didn't Denzel make
cornerbacks. I mean,
Didn't Denzel make the Pro Bowl his first year?
I know
I'm
he
pretty
made the
sure
Pro Bowl. I don't know
he
if it
did.
was his first year, but
I'm pretty sure it was his rookie season because he had a bunch of interceptions.
yeah. I mean, look at it this way: Newsom's been hurt already this year. Troy Hill's been hurt already this year. Greedy is banged up a little bit. Hasn't really missed any time, and Denzel's been hurt already this year. So, and
Yeah.
it's only week 8. So I don't think you really are going to have to give up a ton and feel like you're not getting the value because any one of these guys can get hurt again and Fuller can step in. He's a proven guy. He's I mean, like I said, when he was on the Bears, he was great. I think Denver's defense is just so bad that he doesn't really get the shine. You know, I don't know. I think he'd fit well on our defense if we needed it. And like I said, I'm not sold on Denzel getting an extension. He's been hurt every year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's great. Don't get me wrong, but you need guys to stay healthy.
Yeah, I want to see when he was selected Pro Bowl. Yikes. I'm pretty sure it was his rookie season. Sorry. No, yeah. 2018. And that was his rookie season. Because he was on the all rookie team and the Pro Bowl team. So yeah. Made the Pro Bowl his first season because like I said, I think he had a bunch of interceptions and hasn't really done anything special since then, you know? So
Yeah.
I could see that being a move that we make. This next guy, Andre Dillard, once again, no idea who this guy is, but he's an offensive tackle, and you can't go wrong with having depth on the offensive line.
Yeah, I don't really know much about this guy. He's a name I keep seeing fly around for the Browns being the kind of the team who could, you know, may make a move on him, most likely to make a move on him, I guess you could say. I'm pulling up his stats right now. Let's see. He was drafted in 2019. 2019, he played 16 games, started 4, and I think he either opted out last year or was hurt last year because there's no stats for him. But you always need depth at tackle. I mean, Wills has been banged up. Hubbard's out for the year. They threw in Hudson in one of those games, and he played terrible. The only other really solid backup tackle we have is Hance. They just released one of the tackles they had, which kind of makes me think they're probably going to make a move. I think they signed him to the practice squad, but still, you know, we know Hudson's not played well. So if they had a tackle on their team, they wouldn't cut him, you know, because they'd be like, oh, well, we don't know. We may need him. But for them to cut him and then sign him to the practice squad, kind of makes me believe that they're gonna do something. So
Right.
we'll see. He played for Philly. Philly's not been great. Who knows? Maybe he's, he's still young. He's really, really young. So, I think he's young enough to where you don't know what you're going to get with the guy. And another thing where you're not going to have to give up a ton to get him, so why not?
We'll see what happens. Tuesday's going to be a big day. Tuesday's going to be a big day with lots of moves. So
I will say at the end, because I didn't put this in the agenda, I don't see us trading away anybody. I just
not anybody important.
I just don't see it. Yeah.
Maybe a guy here, a guy there, something like that. But like I said, not anybody important. So with that being said, it's time to move on to the fifth quarter, the quick picks, locks, and upsets. How did we do last week? I know we talked about it.
I think we
talked about it before the Thursday night game. But hold on, let me see. Yeah, we did tie.
Let me see if my mom sent it to me.
Yeah, we tied.
Yeah, we tied 12-12.
Yeah, you got Kansas City wrong against Tennessee, and I got my lock of Baltimore over Cincinnati. What a big beatdown last week.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I know we
tied
both
last
picked,
week.
Green Bay on Thursday this week, though.
Yes, we did, and that was a huge upset. Like I said, I just think Green Bay is the better team. Arizona is undefeated, but
no, they got exposed.
Yeah,
it was a close game, but they got exposed. Kyler was under duress the whole game, so I don't want to cover it right now, obviously. But D-Hop was hurt. When D-Hop went out, they were kind of playing chuck it ball to, Kirk and A.J. Green and Rondell Moore. So I think they were kind of in a little bit of a panic mode. They were losing the entire game. They made it close at the end because Green Bay couldn't convert on 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1 at the goal line, whatever it was. But Green Bay controlled this game from start to finish.
Yeah, and A.J. Green is a scrub.
Yeah, he's got to retire.
His controller disconnected. But anyway, yeah, so
Your
first
opponent
game of the
left
week. First game of the week was Green Bay versus Arizona. Sean and I both picked Green Bay. Kind of an underdog pick, too, with Devontae Adams and Allen Lazard being out.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, granted, we picked it before we knew that, but...
yeah. Randall Cobb had 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones is just Aaron Jones. And like you said, it's Aaron Rodgers. So, what about your locks and upsets? Let me look at mine. Oh, my God. My upset is the Dallas Cowboys over the Minnesota. No. Because I don't know if Dak Prescott's playing.
That was an easy Cowboy.
I was wondering why Minnesota was favored. It must be favored because Dak is out. Let me take a look. If Dak is out. Huh. Wow. So it sounds that he's not going to play. So that's not going to be my upset. They have a backup quarterback who hasn't thrown a ball since 2016. My upset is going to be yikes. This is tough because there's shit games. Yikes. I am going to go with the Washington football team over Denver as my upset.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
And then my lock is going to be, let's make it a good one. Seattle over the Jags with Geno Smith.
I like it. Excuse me. My upset this week, I'm actually going to go with Tennessee over Indianapolis. I'm not quite sure how Indy is favored in this game.
Hold up.
That's what I'm looking
at. They are favored.
It says Indy favored to win. I don't know how.
Yeah, by 2.5. weird.
Tennessee's been playing pretty damn good.
Bro, they just
last couple games.
They just beat the shit out of the Bills.
They beat Kansas City.
And they beat Kansas City.
Oh no, did they beat Kansas City?
Yeah, they beat Kansas City last week, and then they beat the Bills.
So they beat the Bills and Kansas City back to back, and they're underdogs.
Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they beat the Bills and then Kansas City. Yeah, they beat the Bills 34-31, and they murdered the Kansas City Chiefs 27-3. Derrick Henry was throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, I'm taking Indianapolis or Tennessee. I don't know how they're underdogs. I like Indy. I obviously have Jonathan Taylor on my fantasy team, but I think Tennessee is playing better right now.
Yeah.
So I'll take that as my upset. My lock.
It's not a big blowout games this week too.
Well, I'll take Tampa as my lock. They're playing the Saints. They're 4-2. Tampa obviously has one of the best teams in the NFL. It's in New Orleans. The Saints usually play them pretty good. I mean, they had in the past with Drew Brees. Last year, actually, they blew out the Bucs with Drew Brees. But I'm going to take Tampa as my lock.
Nice. I like it. So, yeah, first game of the week, we got the Panthers versus the Falcons. I'm pretty sure this is in Atlanta. I don't know. Sam Darnold has been playing like shit. And I just want to go out. Huh?
Is Darnold starting?
I hope so.
I mean, he was benched last week.
Either way, I was just, before you so rudely interrupted me.
Not bad.
I just want to go out on a limb, and I made a reference when Baker Mayfield had his bad game, that Sam Darnold could potentially pass up Baker Mayfield. I just want to take that back before people come at me for it. I don't see that happening. Sam Darnold still sucks. He had a couple good games, and then he's just played like shit. I'm pretty sure he's had like 3 picks the past 3 games or some disgusting shit.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure Sam Darnold's starting. Either way.
Yeah, he is. I just looked it up.
I might go with Atlanta. Is Christian McCaffrey still out?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Falcons. This is a risky game, but I'm going to go with the Falcons.
I'm actually going to take the Panthers because the Falcons' defense is bad, and I'm pretty sure they almost lost to the Jets in London. The Panthers' strong suit is their defense, and the Falcons' weak spot is their defense. So I think Darnold can do enough to win this game. I mean, Hubbard's playing pretty well. They still have DJ Moore, so as long as he doesn't turn the ball over, I can see them winning this game. So I'll go with them.
Okay. Next game, we got Miami versus Buffalo. Buffalo is favored to win by 14 points, and I am going to go with Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo's going to blow them out.
Yeah, it's not going to be pretty. And it's in Buffalo too. Ugh. Then we got San Francisco versus Chicago. Who's playing? Jimmy G? I don't know, man. This is another one. The Bears just got annihilated by the Bucks, though.
Yeah, they did get destroyed.
I think I'm going to go with the 49ers. Oh, and George Kittle's back, I'm pretty sure, this week?
No way.
No, maybe next week. Pretty sure it's next week. I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Yeah, I'm going to take the 49ers as well.
It's... How can you not? The Bears just... I don't know. Then you got Philly versus Detroit. I don't want to pick Detroit because they're 0-7, but Philadelphia sucks. Who did they lose to last week? Philadelphia got smoked last week, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, they lost to the Raiders, but they didn't get smoked. I think it was like 2 weeks ago they got smoked. I'm going to go with Philly over the Lions.
Yeah, I'm going to take Philly as well. I think the Lions are just terrible.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp put up a big game last week against the Lions, too. Watch Jalen Hurts, though, for like 350 yards. Probably not. The next game, Cincinnati versus the Jets. This is my Survivor League pick. In both of my Survivor Leagues, I got the Bengals over the Jets.
Yeah, this is my Survivor League pick too. I'm taking Cincy.
I need it, man. I need Cincy to pull through. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be real upset if they lose, though. I won't lie to you. Yeah,
I'll be pretty pissed.
Then we have the Patriots versus the Chargers. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, I'll take the Chargers.
Who did they play last week? Did they win last week?
They're on bye last week.
Yeah, but 2 weeks ago they got smoked by the Ravens.
Yeah.
So they're coming off a loss and a bye week. Yeah, I think they beat the shit out of the Patriots. And then this next game was my upset, Washington over the Broncos. Risky upset, but like I said, all these other games are, I don't know. I think this was like the best upset maybe, other than Carolina over Atlanta. But yeah, give me Washington. I need Terry McLaurin to go for like 2 touchdowns.
I'm going to take Denver.
Fair enough.
Jerry Jeudy's back. Washington's pass defense is not good.
Interesting.
So I think Denver pulls this one out.
Speaking of, before we get off the topic, I think I'm going to pick up Teddy Bridgewater.
Not a bad play.
I think I'm going to pick up Teddy Bridgewater and drop. Who should I drop? I got David Johnson on my bench. You think I should drop him?
No, hold on to him.
I'm going to drop Justin Jackson. Oh, damn. My phone just died. Hold on. I really want to make this happen, so I'm going to go plug it in. Hold on. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose my train of thought to pick up Teddy Bridgewater. Just don't pick him up before I do, because I'll literally fucking kill you.
Oh, I don't need him.
So yeah, next game we have Dallas over the Vikings. I think I'm going to go with Dallas, even though Dak isn't playing.
If Dak is out, I'm going Minnesota.
Really?
Yes. If they have a quarterback who hasn't thrown a pass since 2016, we saw what happened to Dallas's offense last year without Dak.
Yeah, but their defense was so ass. Their defense is good.
It's still not the greatest. Minnesota's got
and they're second
Jefferson
in rushing.
and Cooks.
They're second in rushing. Yeah, it's Cooper
With
Rush
Dak,
is their quarterback.
You think if they start Cooper Rush that the Vikings are going to stack the box?
I mean, I don't know. I'm still going with... I'm not turning my back on the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Cowboys fan for life.
Assuming Dak is out, I'm taking the Vikings.
Yeah, dude played 2 games for the Cowboys in 2017. Dude had 1 completion on 3 attempts for 2 yards. In 2017, that's all he's played.
It sounds increasingly unlikely that Dak Prescott will play. Yeah, I'm definitely taking Minnesota.
Nah, I'm still going with the Cowboys. Going with the Cowboys.
If they were playing like Houston or something, I'd get it. The Vikings, don't sleep on the Vikings, bro.
They lost to the Browns. Browns suck.
Get out. Cancel. Show's canceled. Looking for a new co-host.
Next game we got Browns versus Steelers in Cleveland on spooky Halloween day. Sorry. Give me the Browns every day of the week.
Should be Halloween night.
Every day of the week and twice on motherfucking Sunday. Yeah, it should be a fucking primetime game. But their other game is a primetime game. Of course, it's in Pittsburgh. They get the primetime game. Fucking assholes. So who's your pick?
Yeah, I think this is pretty obvious who I'm picking. I want to see some spooky sacks by Myles Garrett. Spooky sacks, not just regular sacks. I think the Browns win this game. I want to see some flashiness. I want to see some big plays. I want to see some excitement, some interceptions, some big hits. I want to see it all. I want to
see an Odell Beckham touchdown, man.
I need it.
Come on.
The streets need it.
The streets need it.
The streets need an Odell touchdown.
You damn right they do.
Shout out to No Ribs, No Rice. Odell, he's him. That's Dennis on Twitter.
Okay, shout out to Dennis. Um, next game, this was your upset Titans over the Colts, 100%. Titans, no idea why the Colts are.
Whoever makes the spread, whoever made this spread is definitely getting fired.
Yeah, for sure. The next game, oh my god, dude. Next game we have the Rams versus the Texans. The Rams are favored to win by 16.
Oof.
Cooper Kupp might finish the game with 200 receiving yards and 2-3 touchdowns. I need it. I got him on my fantasy team.
I got Matt Stafford, dude. I would love for him to go off.
I need it. So yeah, give me the Rams.
Yeah, no
By
doubt
21.
about it. I'm taking the Rams.
By 21. No questions. Then we got Jacksonville versus the Seahawks. This was my lock. I don't think Jacksonville gets it done, even though the Seahawks have what is it? Geno Smith playing. I'm still confident the Seahawks can get the job done. It's in Seattle too.
Yeah, this one. If there's any trap game, if I'm the Seahawks fans, I'm a tad nervous. I probably won't say it, but I'm a little nervous about this game because Geno hasn't played great in the big situations. He's not been able to do anything.
Every time he's had like a game-winning drive or something,
flops. Either turns the ball over, or he just can't get down the field. I'm still gonna pick Seattle for the sake of I just don't want to be wrong.
Yeah,
it's in Seattle. They're 12th man, whatever they call them. They play a big factor out there. I still think the Jaguars are a laughing stock, so I'll take Seattle.
And then the last game of the week. No, never mind. We got two more games. This was your lock, Tampa Bay over the Saints. Yeah, give me Tampa Bay too. Tom Brady's just playing electric. The last time this dude had however many touchdown passes he had going into like week 8, he was like, I don't know, it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
I mean, the dude's like release time is they were saying it's the highest.
He's found the fountain of youth, and he's just not telling a soul.
No, and he's literally gargling the fountain of youth, just just gargling it. Like, come on, bro, give some. Damn it!
Share with the rest of us.
Share.
Let me gargle some fountain of youth water.
Let me gargle some fountain of youth, Tom Brady. Damn.
Did you say fountain of you or fountain of youth?
Fountain of you, Y-O-U. Tom Brady. So yeah, give me Tampa Bay. Last game of the week is Monday night game, Kansas City versus the Giants. Look, man, Kansas City's gonna win, but they have been playing like shit. Like shit.
Did you hear about what Hitchens and Tyrann Mathieu said?
No. What'd they say?
Anthony Hitchens said, first 3 years I was here, we went to 2 Super Bowls, won a Super Bowl, whatever. For the fans to turn on us is ridiculous. And Tyrann Mathieu commented and said, yeah, I think we have the most toxic fan base in the NFL or something crazy like that.
Wow.
Yeah. I still think they win this game. I think New York is definitely going to be able to score some points, though. I don't want to say it's going to be a shootout because Giants' offense isn't good enough for that. But
when Saquon's out, still.
Yeah.
So
if Kansas City loses this game, their season's over.
Oh my God, yes.
But I think we see a lot of Tyreek Hill, and I think we see a lot of Travis Kelce.
Need to. Let's see a lot of Josh Gordon while you're at it.
Wow.
Speaking of Josh Gordon, fuck Josh Gordon. If you made it this far in the episode, fuck Josh Gordon, right? So let me give you guys a little breakdown because I don't think we were recording when all this happened. Back in March, Josh Gordon, anybody who doesn't know, Josh Gordon's like one of my favorite players. He's a fucking idiot. Whatever. I believe in people getting a million chances and righting their wrongs. Josh Gordon's one of my favorite players. Loved him on the Browns. My wife bought me a jersey his last season with the Browns. And I've had it ever since, and he came out on Twitter and was like, hey, if you guys got merch, DM me, I'll shoot you my address. And he was like, you can send it in to my P.O. box, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I DM'd him, and, I was like, yo, man, like, would love to have you sign this jersey. I'm pulling up the DMs right now. This was March 25th. It's a picture of my Josh Gordon jersey. I said, hey, man, we'd love to have you sign this so I can hang it in my man cave. Josh Gordon's P.O. Box number is P.O. Box 2939 in Renton, Washington, 98056. That's his P.O. Box. He said, send returned shipping label and packaging with shipment or I'll keep it. LOL. Little did I know, the only thing he didn't keep was his fucking promise. So I sent it out. I sent it out 5 days later, right? I said, laughing my ass off. Wow, appreciate it. I'll shoot you a DM when I send it. I said, hey man, just wanted to let you know I sent out my jersey to you, return packaging and label with it already filled out. Month goes by. Said, yo, JG, wanted to see if you got the jersey, man. Worried I didn't send it the right way. And this motherfucker went back and deleted tweets because I posted a picture of the DM blurring out his P.O. box and shit and tagged him in it, and he literally quote tweeted it with like a sunglasses emoji, like, and I was like, yeah, he like keeps his word, like, yeah, he's gonna sign your shit. Bro, tell me why I got this fucking jersey back 3 days ago, return to sender. This motherfucker never signed my goddamn jersey. So fuck Josh Gordon. Fuck Josh Gordon. Literally, my heart is shattered. I feel like a 5-year-old girl standing in line of a Backstreet Boys concert waiting to get an autograph, and they literally just spit in my face. That's how I feel, Josh Gordon. So fuck you.
Oh god.
And I had to endure. Sorry, I'm going on a rant here. I had to endure months of jokes from my friends, from my coworkers. Just like that Josh Gordon jersey you never got back. Josh Gordon probably sold your jersey for a pack of weed. Just for him to send the fucking jersey back, return to sender. You son of a bitch, Josh Gordon. Fuck you. God. I'm fucking hurt, dude. Can you hear the hurt in my fucking voice? I
absolutely can.
Bro, listen, I have to listen, I'm gonna send you my doorbell footage. I got home literally 5 days ago, checked the mailbox, and I seen it was in there. I sprinted to the front door, literally sprinted, and you could probably hear me. I said, babe, my jersey's here. Josh Gordon signed my jersey. I texted in the group chat in all caps before I opened the packaging and said, Josh Gordon signed my jersey. And I opened it, and it says return to sender.
Insert pain emoji. Hashtag pain hub.
Can I get a flight to Spain minus the S? Fuck you, Josh Gordon. Fuck you.
I'm dead.
You are no longer my favorite player.
I mean, it's unfortunate.
No,
it's still funny, though.
It's not unfortunate because I went on his Twitter and looked at his replies, and he's retweeting all these people who are sending fucking pictures of merch. Shout out to Josh Gordon. Signed.
Wow.
Signed. Where do a UPS package, goddammit? Like, what do I got to do? This is what I get. All those years I drafted you to my fantasy football team and people laughed at me. He's not getting reinstated. All those years, Josh Gordon's getting reinstated. This is the year, and he got reinstated, and you stunk the fucking bed. All those years I held it down like a wife holding down her husband when he goes to prison, and you do me like this? Okay. All right, Josh Gordon. Fuck you.
Tell us how you really feel.
That's how I really feel. And I don't got anything else left to say. Do you have anything to say?
Well,
that's going to wrap up the episode. Sorry for my language. Sorry for my language. This is not suitable for work. This is not suitable for kids. This is not suitable for snowflakes.
Snowflakes.
But sorry for my language. But damn, I hate Josh Gordon.
This is not suitable for Josh Gordon.
No, it's fucking suitable for Josh. I'm sending it to him. I'm gonna clip this and I'm sending it to him. I'm pissed. I'm more hurt than pissed.
He's gonna send it back and it's gonna say return to sender.
Yeah, literally. That's what it's gonna say. I don't know, man. Boy. I don't got nothing to say. If you don't got nothing to say, then that's gonna wrap up the episode.
Nah, I don't have nothing.
Go Browns. Browns versus Steelers rivalry week. I can't wait to come on here and talk shit to Steelers fans next week. I hope Sean's on the account just tweeting at all Steelers fans, crying emojis.
Listen,
down
you know
21-0.
I'm with it.
I cannot.
You know I'm with you. I live
wait.
for it.
I
live for
cannot
it.
wait.
I got ones in the drafts already.
God damn. So yeah. Excuse me. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in, especially you, Josh Gordon, you motherfucker. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. Go Browns. And as always, we'll see you guys on the other side, except for Josh Gordon. Peace out.